my great friend that I've known for 20 years, and I was at the mayor's office and said, yeah, that's why I've got grey hair. But anyway, 20 years. And of course, Dan and I, you know, we got to know each other, to trust each other, and he approached me and said, look, could you help the Gurkha Memorial Foundation? So I just want to set the record in that the reason I'm here is, not here, but the reason why I'm in Nepal, in Mechanigo, is of course to deliver the computer project which we did the other day, and that's been a great experience. I was back here in 2020, actually we came here as well, but because of COVID things just went awry, but we are setting the record straight. But that's why I'm here. So within the realms of the computer project which you've explained, so hopefully that's all been covered. It's interesting because within the scope of that, and with last time, is where, having visited Mechanigo before and the area, and again this time, I got to know and understand a bit about the culture, which is fantastic. Not very good on the language, but certainly got to know more about the schools, the education, of course. But equally, we visited tea plantation before in 2020, and the milk factory or the dairy farm. And the other day I visited, or during the visit here, I've seen some of the businesses. And again, you know, we went to the elephant plantation area. We've seen various different businesses along the way, but also the gym. So the gym was pretty cool. So, hey guys, go to the gym. He plays football, I do running. I did a 4K this morning on the main road. A bit of an experience, I'm still alive, so it's all good. But you know, I enjoy running. So the main thing I wanted to really bring across with that is when dealing with the schools and education, was really trying to tag in to see where the business community could play. So maybe you guys as a chamber, and I'm not criticising, it's an observation, I really don't know. Do you engage with the schools? Do the schools go out to businesses? Do the children, the students visit? Do they stay for the day or maybe a week with work experience? So perhaps they do, and that's a really strong thing. So what I would like to do within the realms of the chamber itself is when I, back in 2020 was here, I was the chairman of the local chamber, which was Folkestone Channel Chamber. So that covered just Folkestone. But due to my work and activity within the realms of the chamber, that closed and it went over to Kent Invicta. So Kent Invicta now covers the whole of the area, which is a big district. That includes 13 councils. It includes one main council, Kent County Council. So it's a very big area, and I was honoured to be president back in February last year because of my work and engagement. So I used to run a business and sold it. I've now retired. I retired at 55. So now I devote all my time to support charities. I sit on very numerous charities as a trustee or on the board or chair. And then I'm involved in some property, but also from the business side, as president, I'm passionate to help people get better, smarter, neater, to develop, to progress, and that's the same with the business world as well. So I just wanted to share that that's where I am in that respect. Shall I give you some information about the chamber itself? So, so the Kent Invicta Chamber started about 60 years ago, but the chamber network actually started in Kent in 1899. So we're very old, very experienced, and of course, you know, it's good to see that business commerce is an important role within Kent and of course elsewhere. So within the chamber itself, we have, confidentially, we've got 1,200 members and we represent 60,000 employees. But Kent, okay, covers 72,000 businesses and 800,000 employees. So the Kent Invicta, whilst it's a chamber, it only does a little bit of membership, members. So we need to get more members. So we're passionate about increasing and expanding, and we've been achieving that over the last 3 years. Each year, for the last 3 years, we've grown quite substantially. We have 48 staff, and we do a variety of things, as you can imagine. So I'm sure you guys do some of this anyway, but we are accredited to the British Chambers of Commerce, and this is the bit that I think could work well. So British Chambers represents the whole of the country, and it has an international development organisation, and it's linked to the Global Business Network. British Chambers is the most, accredited or most important chamber potentially in the world, because it has growth within the realms of the financial city of London. So of course it connects with New York and all the other places as well, but apparently it's one of the biggest. So within the global network, we obviously deal with international trade, and that's something that I want to explore. So I'm as president, I'm honoured to sit in a meeting within Westminster, and I have a dinner soon at the House of Lords, and I want to pursue Mechanega further to see what goes on with the international trade network, what goes on with Nepal. I know there is a connection in India, Pakistan, but I'm not sure what happens, and then how do we develop that and progress that down into this internationally. But Kent-wise, I'm sure we'd have a desire to do something, but I have to go back to the board to get approval. So that's all good, and I'm sure that will happen. If it doesn't happen, I will be here as a champion to help the chamber within any connections and businesses and opportunities that I see to make things work anyway. So it's no problem, so it's all good. So that's good to share. So the work that the chamber does, it does obviously a lot of research. It helps with growth for businesses. It gives guidance and support, and of course the international trade. The chamber itself also gives its members discounts on products, so it could be HR, so that's human resource, so when you employ people, to make that easy process. Tax assistance, so any areas involving tax revenues and so on. Gets involved with healthcare for staff well-being support and things like that. Also does export documents. I can share all this with you so you can write it. And then we offer certification for export documentation. So if somebody is sending plywood, over to the country from the UK to here, we do all the documentation for customs clearance and everything else. And we give the UK company member a 50% discount because that's shared through British Chambers, because we are the accredited chamber. There's no other chambers in Kent that have that accreditation, so we're very strong. We also deal with foreign exchange, so it's good. Something that I'd like to share moving forward is the ideas maybe of events and networking. So you probably do events for members joining, networking, do you do that? So we're very strong on that, and that's why we have lots more members coming on board now. And the reason being is that we like to think we deliver the value for money for the member. And so we do business events for training online via Teams, or they can come in, and we also do virtual networking and physical. We also do focus groups. We have focus groups for manufacturing, for hospitality and construction. So that works well. And all those events have at least 100 people turning up every time. So it's not just 20, it's easily 100, so it's a good opportunity for networking. So briefly coming back to Kent, so our main sectors are defence, the Port of Dover. We manufacture various products and goods, as you can imagine, including wines. There's a lot involved in wines and food. Obviously education and so on, so that's just a bit of a short thing that we do. So the other thing that we do as a chamber is we have an award ceremony, so we celebrate business activity and expansion and so on, so we think that works well. We have over 200 people that attend that. And we also do exhibitions and shows as well. And we also, which is unusual for chambers, is we actually visit the business premises. So we take members to different premises that go round. But we also have patrons as well. So some businesses pay between £150 to £5,000 to £10,000. So it's a big spectrum of members. I just want to come back to what the president was saying of the Gurkha Foundation, where he said that it's nice to be in a money-making organisation. And I think all businesses we know need to be a member of the Chamber, because the Chamber is a conduit, is a way to support businesses. So whether that's going to be guidance, networking, expansion, advice, international trade, meeting people in their own sectors, developing businesses, helping with issues, helping with any problems with local government or larger government. If we have issues that come forward with infrastructure, say, we deal with the local authority and then we take it to Parliament. So we do a full one-stop shop. And I think that supports businesses tremendously, and they need to, engage in that process, any new particular members. So it gives you a bit of a feel for what we do, but looking forward to, working, moving things forward and assisting in any way. Because coming back to Dan with coming here in the first place, it would be nice to just give a bit more support in that arena, if I can, which I'm sure will happen. Okay.
Mr. Ray has given us so many messages that I want to relay some of them. Sir, our chamber, though it is a small chamber, we are at the border of 3 countries relatedly to Bangladesh, very near to Bangladesh, Bhutan, and directly connected to India. We have many business relations with them too. Though in small scale, here in Mechi Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we do have training programs. We, going out of the business sector also, we sometimes have health camps. Other social activities also we do it here. Charity also is done. And we sometimes hold the national exhibition trade program out here. Award ceremonies are also done out here. Having border relation with different countries, we also have engaged previously in international trade fairs out here in Mechinagar. Though we hope that today's if our proposed MOU will come into life in the nearest future, we hope that we will learn many things from the Kent Chamber of Commerce, and your esteemed team will help us, guide us, and take us together so that we have a better future nearing your country. It is my honor to stand before you, sir, that I have introduced myself before. I am Kishore Chetri, nickname Kapil. And also I am a proud Rotarian. I am the charter president of Rotary Club of Mechinagar. Today we gather here to welcome you, the President of Kent Invicta Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Ray Johnson, and his colleagues, and witness the proposed MOU draft signing of a historic memorandum of understanding between our organization and the Kent Invicta Chamber of Commerce. This momentous occasion has marked a significant milestone as a beginning of a new chapter in our history and our journey towards fostering economic cooperation, promoting trade, and facilitating investment between our 2 regions. In the spirit of cooperation and mutual benefit, I propose that we work together to identify areas of common interest, share best practices, and develop joint initiatives that may promote economic growth and sustainable development in our society, and that is our social responsibility too. As we sign and hand over this proposed MOU to you, sir, we reaffirm our commitment to creating a conducive environment for business to thrive, innovating, collaborating to drive growth and prosperity. We recognize the immense potential that lies in our bilateral relation, and that we are eager to explore the new avenues for cooperation and share a vision for a brighter economic future. So, as we move forward with this partnership, we envision a future where our member businessmen will enhance trade and investment opportunities, facilitate knowledge sharing, and promote cultural exchange between our two regions. We will work tirelessly to create a platform that enables our members to leverage each other's strength, expertise, and resources. We believe that this collaboration will not only benefit our respective members, but also contribute to the economic prosperity of both our regions. I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude and best wishes to the Kent Invicta Chamber of Commerce for their enthusiasm and dedication for making this proposed MOU to a reality. I also appreciate the efforts of our team of Mechi Chambers of Commerce and Industry for their hard work for this proposal. And lastly, but not the least, I want to thank the Gorkha Foundation for coming forward and making this event possible and viable to us. They have been doing many social activities in Nepal since many years. I want to congratulate the entire Gorkha Memorial Foundation team. And I think, as Dhankiran sir said, 31 is a very lucky number for them, right? In the COVID time, I think they had distributed 31 cylinders, oxygen cylinders. And now, in a local school in Mechinagar, they have distributed 31 computers, right?
Yeah.
And I request you, sir, that very soon, with all our efforts, we are there with you. I think this time we are in need of dialysis machine. There are so many kidney patients out here in the local areas. If you could bring 31 dialysis machines in this area, in different parts of Mechinagar, we will work together as a Rotarian. I will also do something from my side, and even my Rotary Foundation will do something. We will come together and let us work together for a health assistance program and bring dialysis machines to this area. I hope we can do much better, much more programs, and Mechi Chamber of Commerce and Industry is always interested to do all social activities, even out of our reach, wherever we can, wherever we are able to. Thank you very much.